Hello.
Greetings,
Well, howdy.
salutations, and good morrow. It is I, No Toes, coming at you live with a brand new episode of Dark Sermon Requiem. Alright, he's dropping that sick, nasty fucking recap.
That would be I, good sir.
No. I picked someone else.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, go ahead.
Okay, so last time on Dark Sermon, just a few shenanigans. Our fearless leader went off into the night and talked to Inquisitor Cast, and somehow got involved in a relationship, I guess. But not really, just for looks at Ginny and Georgie and Michael went out to the tavern to possibly gather some intel, and came back with absolutely nothing. And then, while on guard duty, we ran into a familiar face of Kiliana, who was there to talk to Lord Penko about the nefarious deeds that a few people have been doing in the orphanages, and told him that she was going to go take care of that stuff for him, and not to let it happen again. Then later that night, Lope kept on bothering me about my anger issues and would not shut up about it. So we went inside, and after some polite conversations, ousted himself as a heretic. So now everybody knows that he no longer follows the light of Matheria. And that's where we left off.
Dun dun dun.
Alright. Let me get you guys with some tunes. This one. Alright, and continue.
I believe I was off to leave the room and go move my bedding.
Yes, I
Preparing
agree.
For the sleep.
It has been quite an eventful evening. Micha'el, you are hereby relieved of watch duty.
Fair enough. I'm going to step outside and pray, and then I will go to bed.
Very well.
What a fucked up day. I need a
Indeed.
drink.
Micha'el will go outside, right where Gideon's smoking spot normally is. So if he's not smoking an LP Curio, he will kneel down and open his hands. Farryn, my body knows, and he will say this quietly so no one else can hear him. I don't know if I will be able to live through what Babylon has told me, or what he told me I must do, or my friends. I pray that it will make things right, or my friends will kill me. I pray for guidance and strength in these trying times. And I hope I will not let my party members hold you down in this venture I am taking. Amen. And he will stand up and take a step, look at Gideon, and then just keep walking inside.
As he walks in the room,
Conversation stops.
very purposely not look at him, and conversation stops instantly.
And Ginny's things have been moved over to the top bunk. Over with Thorne.
What we need to do is focus on the mission.
Understood. And tomorrow is another day. And so we tuck in. Good
All right.
night, everyone.
All right. So night turns to day.
She'll walk out into the main room and shake it off. And go to her usual morning calisthenics. Super weird.
Thorne will wait for Captain's orders, I suppose. So, what's the plan for today?
I presume much the same as usual, unless some of you would like to go to town again. How was the shopping yesterday, you two? Was it successful?
We picked up the things for Nova on the way back.
Oh, very good. Let me put those away.
Captain, I had
Yes.
a thought as I was laying awake for half the night, and call this lack of sleep, but I have thought of a potential plan for getting connected to the local populace, perhaps gather more information that way.
Oh,
You know, the courier, what was his name?
Mortimer.
Okay. She'll come over here to the table and grab a quill and write his name very tiny in the palm of her hand. I think I'm going to try and approach him and connect, if you know what I mean.
No, do elaborate. And you can tell she's kind of smiling down at you, sneer.
Thorne will lean elbows onto the desk.
Ginny will
And
lock
smile
eyes
behind
with
her.
the captain, and with a little bit of blush, I intend to romance him in a way.
Quick pause.
And-
Can you check your mic, Waymaker? I think it's
Yeah?
your internal mic that you're using.
Oh
again.
no. Yes, let me check that. Yes. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Indeed. How's this? Is that better?
10,000% better. Please continue.
Alright, and I intend to endear myself to him and perhaps use my feminine wiles to get close and perhaps, I don't know, gather information that way. He's a courier. He visits many places. He knows many people. I'm sure that he would be an invaluable asset. This would be purely for the mission, for the good of the mission, ma'am.
Of course, I understand. Keeping up appearances for the good of the mission, yes.
What's so funny?
Yes, what's so funny?
Are you finally interested in boys, Ginny?
I'm been interested in boys. What do you mean? I don't have time for them. I'm very busy. We're on a mission, Thorne. That is not the purpose.
So proud of you. I wish you luck in your endeavors.
It's not like that, Thorne, and you know it.
Oh, I know, and that's why this is going to be amazing to behold.
Ugh.
By the way, Gideon, could you help me with the letter later before you head out?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Just to be sure it doesn't turn into quite a carriage wreck, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. I am a perfectly capable conversationalist.
Suit yourself.
Oh, not talking to me. Okay.
No, sorry, Taro.
Heretic. Pardon me.
Am I in your way?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Do try to keep it together, boys, when we're out and about.
He's the one with the issue.
Don't antagonize him, though.
I'll see you at post. Arcadum, is my crow out here waiting for me?
It sure is. Caw, look at you.
Oh, where is the bird?
It's right in front of you on that tree, and then it flies away.
I will be needing more of that support later.
Bracing for impact. Step outside.
Fiona goes outside to watch.
Reevee, do you want to write your letter before the messenger shows up?
It's not to give to Mortimer.
Skirt. Hey there, everybody! Got any letters?
And from me.
Good morning, Mortimer.
Morning. Top of the pop. What you need?
Good morning. Checks palm. Mortimer. Bon dia.
Bon dia.
Você fala halfling? Do you speak halfling?
A little bit of half, yeah. I was raised by humans. I gotta go though. Come on, you got any letters?
I know it's better. Wait. Actually, you know, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Just over here. I don't have a letter, but I did want to ask you something.
Oh, okay.
You see, you're very fast and very charming.
Thanks. Double thanks.
Are you single by any chance?
Yeah, I'm just standing here. It's just me.
Yeah, I meant, you know, you're not married or anything, are you?
Oh no, I'm not ready for marriage.
Oh, good. Me neither, though. Would you? I'm new in town, and I've seen you a few days, and at first I was nervous, but would you like to go out with me, like on a date? I saw a stage at Pops and things and stuff when I was working there the other day, and I wondered, I think they have an open stage night sometime this week.
Music
would you
stops.
like to go to that with me?
He'll point at you, then point at himself, then point at you, and then point at himself. Really?
Yes, really.
Oh wow, that's so good! I would love to do that. Oh, please do that. I don't know what you said. I've got to do it.
Okay, good.
What time would you go? Would you have a day off? What time? This would be night. Oh, it's probably night. Yeah, I'll run in the morning. I can do mornings.
Yes, or night. Night is probably more
What
likely.
time? Sundown? Sundown? Kids? 8 o'clock?
Oh, when do you get off? When are you done?
I'm usually done about noon.
Oh, I'm usually done around sundown, so probably around then.
Oh,
I
okay,
guess.
cool. I'll see. When is that you want to do that?
But I think it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Yes,
Okay.
tomorrow. Boa sorte no trabalho. Good luck at work. She will walk up to this tree trunk and, in Micha'el fashion, smash her head into it.
Good.
Mm.
Bonk.
Quite a performance.
Miss Nova's probably upset she missed that.
I am, but that's okay. I felt it psychically. It's all good.
Reevee heard it, even though Thorne didn't.
She walks in through the living room, legs a
So
wobbling.
how was it? Was Mortimer delightful? What have you learned about him?
He talks as fast as he runs. I've forgot my hat. I need to get it. We're going to work. Thorne.
Yes.
Later tonight, if you have time, we should do another candle ceremony.
Agreed.
I'm gonna need blessings for this. Anyway, good luck, you two.
Fairly well.
I'll take off to work.
She is
Okay.
just delightful.
So I have Dear Lucian and Kylos.
Yes. And I'll repeat as needed, but I'll keep it concise in oration.
Okay.
You two have traveled far, have more experience, and I have been seeing things I don't understand. Please let me know if any of this means something. Do you know of an underground place filled with a pool of blue mana, wider and longer than I could toss a stone across, with practitioners' pipes coming out of the pool? I couldn't see where they went. And do you know of a dark, colorless place atop a stone outcropping with flowing silver threads?
How do you spell outcropping?
OUTCROPPING.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Do you know what has golden blood? Do you know of a Mytharian sanctum with a grand green and gold throne backed by 2 angel statues, and why this place is connected to the others? Do you know of an ancient ship on the salty sea, covered with plants and coral? Do you know of a druidic place with 3 etched stones and several bright green circles overflowing with heretical magic? Okay. Are you caught up?
You went a little fast, but I think I got everything.
Okay. Okay, next part's a little harder. Is there a way to purge or block the influence of a foreigner god? The one who broke me is in my head again, and it's getting worse. My mind is still my own, but the eye is breaking further. And maybe related, but have you seen a rainbow star? It has something to do with the night sky, and an answer to hope, I think. I don't know. Sorry. It feels really important.
Oh.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah, with 7 points. If you could find it for me, I would be very grateful. I think I have to find it. I don't know. Thank you forever and always, Thorne, Saltspire.
And I'll finish writing it down with a few more misspellings, but and very much chicken scratched. Not elegant handwriting at all. Okay. And then at the at the bottom, he's gonna put in a little PS for Thorne. Look forward to next date. And that's it.
Lol.
Got him.
And she wouldn't know.
She
Got him.
doesn't know.
Wreck it, Ralph.
It's being set up.
Just draw little hearts all over it. You know.
Omega pick happy champions. Alright, as you get there. Ugh.
And whatever you do, we can't deliver this through Mortimer. Please.
Yeah, I'll take it to
Oh,
Cass.
my shift's done.
Okay.
Never mind.
Thank you. You probably need to hurry. Have a good work day.
I mean, it's only been 2 hours. He's a slow writer, okay?
So slow.
Alright, you two go ahead and come on in.
Good morning, my lord.
Good morning, my lord.
He'll give a nod. Good mornings to you. Today's going to be a pretty light day. I was thinking about dismissing court. I have some letters I need to write, and it will take me some time. So, we'll get through the first few bits about the estate. Then I'll release you for the remainder of the day.
Very good. And
All right.
perhaps sometime I can give you my report on how our visit to the Baron went, or at least Captain
Oh,
Dufresne.
yes, of course. After that, obviously.
Yes.
Well, go on.
We found that the encampment was quite larger than expected, and that they were taking pains to hide their numbers. Whether or not they are expecting an attack or preparing for an attack, we could not tell. Their armor was in rather poor condition, but they did seem to have well-kept weapons. I did not get the opportunity to check on their armory, although they did have several piles of tabards in there. Captain Dufresne offered a few interesting pieces of information as well. Something about wanting to know rumors of this Barrow King, and another mention of mercenaries of Flanderton, the Blackbark Company.
No doubt keeping tabs on his rivals.
Perhaps. And outside of his encampment, I did happen to overhear a conversation between two other individuals where they mentioned someone had been stealing from the Baron's men.
Stealing, you say? Go on.
Yes. Stealing what? I am not sure of. And how recently it was taken, I also do not know. But perhaps it plays a part in the larger whole as to why they were sneaking around.
What is your conclusion on their presence here, then? spying? Were they here to thieve as well?
It could be a few different things. They could have been trying to find what had been taken from them, and not finding it here have cleared us of any ill will. Or it could be they are gathering information on our forces, planning to perhaps see what our numbers are if they feel the need to try and overtake us. I might recommend, although I don't want this to seem presumptuous, to step out of bounds, but I might recommend actually taking the captain up on his offer of a treaty, perhaps? It would at least prevent the latter of those options from happening if we were allies.
Unfortunately, the treaty will go both ways. And if the Brass Baron were to officially declare war upon Mytheria and her people, we would be expected to answer two different calls. I do not wish to put the people of Dark Lake in that position. But
No.
there is wisdom in what you say. At the very least, if we get him involved in discussions, perhaps he would be less likely to engage in aggressive behavior. If he thinks that he can get what he wants without having to fight for it, we can entice him for some time. Buy us time to figure out what's really going on.
Perhaps. Using this knowledge as leverage. I'll leave it in your hands.
You've given me much to think on. Okay, and today, a few people come in asking about estate affairs like preparations for the festival and things like that. But after about an hour and a half of court work, he will simply say, "You've done fine work, but today is going to be pretty slow. I will adjourn the court for today and handle these letters, and think deeply on what you've told me. The day is yours to do as you will." You get the feeling that as he says that, he doesn't mean free time. He means for you to do your other jobs.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you.
Arcadum, question.
What's up?
I'm a little fuzzy on our timeline. We've been here less than a week. How long until the festival again?
Festival is in 10 days.
10 days. That's what I thought. We spent a lot of time training at Osa's Chapel. But,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Whew. We got to get a move on it. Excuse me.
Yes, Georgiana. What is it?
I just had a list, a few lists of shopping ingredients from Miss Coraline, and I wanted to make sure that if you guys could spread out, and if you have the day, if you could get these, and she'll hand you each little note cards that definitely don't have shopping lists on them, but she hands one to each.
See what we can do.
Yes.
She'll give
Getting you these ingredients.
the captain a very knowing glance, like she knows exactly what to do with this kind of thing. Yes, good. Go back to work.
Good, I'm sure I know exactly what's happening.
I've PM'd them each a list of NPC dialogue options that will better help them with their clue finding. A lot of it is garbage.
I
a
love
lot
that.
of it is tailored.
I love
Yeah,
that.
a lot of it is tailored to the character, and
Please
most
use
of
one
them
of these
are terrible.
Oblivion dialogue options.
Quite.
Have you heard any
Some of
rumors
them-
lately? Have you heard of the High Elves? Have you heard
Some
of
of them were
Mytheria?
good. Most of them were garbage. It's up to you to find out which.
Alright.
Alright, what do you guys do?
I think
Go in town. Was the plan to visit the lepers? Who was going to do that?
I think I'm going to gather a cloak for going out, but then, yes, let's.
When is open mic night at the tavern?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
God help us all.
Etheria, help us all, yes.
Yes.
Minha deusa.
And you're gonna get the best show for your date. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Standing there across the way.
Don't do it. Don't do
Oh, you dare approach me?
She ain't got.
She don't got a lot
say.
to say, but there's something about her. Okay, I'm done.
Hello, Miss Nova. We're just stopping in for some supplies, and then we're going to be out on the town today.
Very well. I will trust you to it.
Is there anything else you will need while we are out in town again?
Oh. If you're going to be in town anyway, if you could get my letter from Gideon and take it over to the Inquisitor.
Very well.
I'd rather not leave it in Mortimer's hands. Oh, no, the Gideon has the letter. He said he was going to deliver it, but if you guys are going anyway.
Oh. Well, then once we get prepared, I'll head back up and retrieve that from him.
Thank you.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Oh. Michael, where would you like to spend today?
Well, Miss Nova just requested we take a letter that Mr. Taro has and deliver it to Inquisitor. She said that it's apparently not something that she would want to go through the traditional mail system. So, we could stop by there. Miss Georgie mentioned seeking out information on the leper camp to the north and gathering information revolving around that.
Yes.
It's pretty dangerous, considering we could catch a sickness, but there might be information to gain there as well. And then otherwise, just anywhere in the town and try and glean more information about the coming festival and similar events. See what everyone is doing to prepare.
Did you want to perhaps pay a visit to the Eastern Wall or the farmlands? Follow up with, what was his name, Hoskell?
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Let's see how things are going over there.
I think I would rather if you went to visit Cast yourself. I am trying to keep up appearances, and seeing him during the day might not look as good.
Very well. Then I will get that task completed first. And would you like me to meet you at the Eastern Walls afterwards?
Perhaps we could meet somewhere more in the middle. Town square or the tavern, perhaps. I might make a visit down to the docks. Perhaps to buy some fish or such. I want to get a better look of anyone in the town wearing insignia, such as the militia versus the guards who stopped us on our way in. I want to see if there's anything we can recognize. I want to see perhaps where these mercenaries may be coming from. And I seem to remember Thorne mentioning mercenaries at the dock.
I believe she did mention something about that, yes.
I feel that will help us on both fronts. And if we meet somewhere in the town square, say for lunch, we can inquire about the festivities or or see the decorations or some such there, you know.
Right.
All right, well, I'll go off to the docks, you go off to cast, and we'll meet back at lunch.
Very well. I'll go see Mr. Terra now.
Very good. See you this evening, Nova.
Farewell.
Michael approaches and says, "Good morning, Mr. Taro."
Everyone should have a sort of... That sounds stupid. Yes, Michael?
Miss Nova had mentioned that you had a note that she had written. She would like me and Miss Fiona are heading into town, and Miss Nova asked that I see that it gets to proper sources to be delivered.
I was going to handle it.
Are you planning to go out on the town today?
I'm going tomorrow.
Well, she did ask me to do that for her while we were gone, but if you would like to hold on to it, I'll just let her know that.
No, it's fine. I guess she just doesn't trust me to take care of it. Whatever. Hands you the note.
I don't think it's about distrust. I think it's more that, assuming this is an important letter, she probably would like it to be handled post-haste. And me and Miss Fiona are already heading out. So she just wanted it taken care of sooner rather than later?
It's whatever.
Thanks, no. Well, I hope you and Mr. Lope have a fine day with your guard duties, and hope that no trouble is afoot.
At least then something would happen.
Going to use the restroom and then going to make a patrol of the building.
I hope you fall in.
Man. This is some teenage level angst right here.
Okay.
Dunk yourself.
Dunk yourself. He might come in here and might try to give me a swirly just because he's so angry.
Right.
All right.
Zooming out. Zooming in. You're going to cast, and you're going where? Docks?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Let's do cast first, because yours is going to be wild.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Soul sister, I got that.
Hey, what's the matter?
Mine and your sister divine. Stop! Stop activating my. Stop activating my tism.
He gots to sing. He gots to do it.
Okay. Oh my god, this tea is so good. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I'm very happy right now.
Is it cold?
Cold,
type of
sweet
tea?
tea, baby.
Hell yeah.
Tea.
Cold.
That's communism.
Cold, sweet tea, black.
Unsweet tea superior.
False.
Yeah, okay.
Get the fuck out of here right now.
Hot tea is
Yeah,
the
and
real
Cuba's a
tea.
democracy. Anyway, you come on up there. Okay.
Not
Damn.
This man is
Tea
dying.
is just juice.
Sorry.
Technically, it is.
Sorry about that. That just blew him.
Thirain.
It just blew him the fuck up. Sorry, I didn't mean to use the Kamehameha there. All right, Micha'el, you walk up. Knock, knock, knock.
What? Huh?
Wrong,
What?
Micha'el.
Yes, it's
Oh.
working.
The blonde one.
Whatever.
Micha'el.
Michael.
Micha'el.
Micha'el.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yes.
Yes.
Good day, Priestcast. Do you have a moment to speak?
Yes, I have a moment to discuss various priestly matters.
You will.
He'll close the door and lock it.
Yep.
What is it?
Well, firstly, I have a letter from Miss Nova, Miss Thorne. She...
He'll immediately
Wanted to
open it and start reading it.
Well, that's fine. I wasn't told not to let him do that.
He doesn't
apparently
care. He's in charge of you guys.
This is something she thought was important that needed to be sent out, but she didn't trust it with the courier services in the estate. So I sought to bring it here to you for you to review and send at your discretion.
He'll hold it up. I'll send an augmented version of it. Anything else?
Yes, there is actually one more thing. I hope I'm not overstepping my bounds within my group, but something disturbing was revealed to us last evening.
Go on.
During some discussion between the group, it was discovered that
All of a sudden, crows will start cawing outside. What the hell? He'll look out his window. They are so loud! Where did they all come from? As you go outside, Michael, you can see that hundreds of crows are filling the trees around Inquisitor Cast's house.
God. That is ominous. Quick recap. When he mentioned the god of forgiveness, Farryn, did he mention that like all that crow shit was his doing?
I'm pretty sure he called him the Crow Father.
Okay, the Crow Father. Alright. Let me do a thing.
Is he pulling out the Ginny list?
No. That is ominous, but I feel I still need to tell you what had happened. During the discussion...
What is going on? Let me try to get rid of them.
Mr. Micha'el has betrayed the light, sir.
What do you mean?
I'm not one who's practiced in the spellcasting ways, but Miss Ginny was able to, in some way, when they were to join hands, normally, as seen with the other priests, the holy light of Mytheria would shine when two true members of the light would come in contact. After, apparently, he had spoken out of turn, and she took it upon herself to test him. And after nothing happened, he had come forth about turning to a foreign deity. He said he would continue with the mission, that he didn't see a reason to go against it or betray us, but it's not something I was comfortable leaving unsaid. There is an apostate in our midst. Whether he is truly going to continue helping us or not.
He will fold his
can't leave
arms
up
and
the
then he'll
fate.
say, all you've done is stated that he doesn't have the light detectable by our sanctified magics. That does not mean that his heart is not into Mytheria.
No, it is what he said afterwards that confirmed it.
Such as?
Apparently, he had slain the man back that had, quote, helped our group previously when we were in dire straits. Apparently that man followed a foreign god, and he specifically stated that he was seeking atonement and forgiveness through the words of this god, and that he was following this crow father now, and that he said because Mytheria didn't speak to him, that he couldn't trust her light anymore, and he sought penitence from this crow father. It's not something I tried to ask whether or not it was truly her light that he abandoned. And he did seem somewhat remorseful in that he didn't have an immediate answer. For I don't know if he knows if he's truly abandoned her light.
He'll raise up a hand
to this other god.
He'll raise up a hand, and then he will simply say, if he has chosen another deity, a foreign one, and has gleaned to follow it, that cannot be abided by. I will leave it up to the discretion of your captain to decide how to deal with him. If you believe that he can be saved from this momentary lack of judgment, that it does not parsay into insanity, then do so. But know this. If your captain fails to deal with her problem internally, I shall deal with it. We cannot abide a foreign god into our midst. We cannot abide such heresy.
I agree. That's why I thought it important to at least let you know. For now, the plan is to continue forth with the mission so long as he doesn't prove to be a hindrance to it. What is done at the completion of the mission will be discerned by the captain, or by you should you see fit to override her decision.
I do not wish to overstep to the captain's authority. We are kept separate for a reason. But I will not abide by any heresy or any blasphemy. If I see any such occurrences, I shall deal with it as per the decorum of an inquisitor. And I would suggest that you safeguard yourself.
Yes, I will be keeping a close eye on him and making sure that any strange dealings he has doesn't affect the group as a whole. I will make it my sworn duty to make sure that no strange, malignant desires of his or this false god he preaches to affect anyone within my party.
I understand what it is like. You have to hunt those that are close to you. I know what it is like to lose someone that you care for to heresy, indignancy, indecency, to lose them to doubt. Test his faith. Find it wanting. I hope that your captain will do the right thing.
I hope so as well.
For now, our mission here supersedes dealing with the fate of Micha'el. If you believe that he can continue to provide use, then you may advise your captain as to such.
Very well. Thank you for your advice. I will see to it that this message is delivered to the captain.
He'll grip your shoulder and look you dead in the eye, and he will say, "Make no mistake, I shall not allow that heresy to infect your contingent further. Your captain has limited time to deal with it. You should also note that if I am made to draw my sword as an inquisitor against your companions, the protocols dictate that all of you must die to be sure that its infection has not spread. Of course, there are many interpretations of Inquisitor Bastion's law. I, however, adhere to the more extreme measures. See to it that your captain cleans her house so that we might complete our mission.
Very well, sir. Thank you. And then I will walk out to the bunch of crows that are probably pissed off at me.
Actually, as you walk outside, you will see that there is not a single crow in any tree.
Okay. Well, at least I'm not murdered by a murder.
Good one.
Ha!
And then I will make my way to the meeting
The,
point as she goes to
the part of that where I laughed was because I laughed because it was funny.
Good.
Good.
Where was Gideon with his bow when we needed him? So many crows he could have shot.
Where were you when Lord Ty fell?
He's gonna waste all my arrows on
I was
crows.
over there sitting on the bench.
I only got 20. That's all I can use.
God damn it. Why is this always not here? Hold on.
And now I do that.
Okay, I gotta check something. Some of my maps are missing.
No.
Give me a second. None of this is here. Did you put it in a different folder? I'm looking in the wrong folder. I don't. Just a second. I'm trying to figure this out.
Are you in the right drive?
Yeah, I'm in the right drive. It's just the
Okay.
street maps are all gone.
Uh-oh.
Because there was... Like, I had maps for that maid, but I can't find them anywhere. Hold on, let me check a different tab. Alright. I will, give me just a second. I'll do something else instead.
Alrighty.
I have to improvise.
Yay!
I
We
like
like-
improvising.
We like it. We love it.
Want some more of it?
When you can't get it all together, improvise.
Oh no.
The
No.
What?
flashbacks. The
No,
flashbacks
no.
again.
No.
If you actually know that song, I'll be very impressed.
No.
I know it.
Of course, you know it.
I've
You're
been
married
tortured by it before.
right now.
I know it.
Do you know it, Kate?
No.
Oh,
Ha!
I
I'm
was
not
going to be very
surprised.
impressed.
It sounds like it's from a musical. I don't watch musicals.
Kind of.
From one of those weird little claymation.
Hey, don't call them weird, and they're puppets. It's Rankin
puppets.
Bass.
Oh my god. Don't call them weird. Alright, jeez.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Listen.
Don't make fun of my sock puppets.
VTubers are modern Muppets. There, I said it. It had to be said.
True.
It had to be said.
Touche.
VTubers are modern Muppets is a fire take.
He's not
God.
lying, but he's right.
That's so funny, dude. That's crazy. VTubers are modern Muppets.
Said it.
He's straight spitting facts over here. Woo! Good lord. Okay. Alright, we'll use this one, whatever. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I don't want to take up any more time. It doesn't actually matter that much.
With my immersion, it'll be broken.
My immersion is shattered!
Like my heart.
I'm incapable of seeing things! Where are you? Making an adjustment. One moment, please. Do 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 do.
Mana.
Do do do.
Mana.
Alright, so, it's not quite as grand as this, but it's some docks that you can use, so it's not a big deal. Let me load you up. Dark Lake Manor, where are you? There you are. Fiona! Okay. Let's change up the tunes, shall we? Okay. Hold on, I have to adjust the fucking size of everything.
It's okay, I'm only at
The
99%.
stairs are gigantic. Look at the size of that carriage. Tiny Fiona
Oh.
about to get run over.
Oh, that is
we have
the
people-sized bread?
that is the other way I needed it to go. 1 second.
Ha ha ha.
I mean, Farryn is only like 5'1", so
You're not.
Oh, I see. We're adding a whole extra inch on top there. We're just gonna, and then we're gonna hear it's 5'2". No, I'm 5'3".
Well, let me check this.
I'm wearing heels today.
That'll work.
2 years
yes,
later, she's 6'4".
Alright. Alright. Go ahead, Fiona.
Oh, hooray, I'm in. So, do I happen to see any stalls with vendors selling fish and other?
Oh yeah, at the other end. No, the edge.
Okay, eastern edge or western edge?
This would be the southern edge because technically the water's to the south, but I can't.
I
flip the
see. I
map.
see. Okay.
So right about here.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to roll a perception check, I guess.
Okay.
I'd like to see who I can see.
Well, I've got wonderful news. You don't have to roll.
Oh, hey!
A small crowd has gathered around an incredibly bombastic, flamboyantly dressed individual. You notice that he bears on his chest the Sword of Mytheria. He is wrapped head to toe in red and gold, and white a little bit. All the colors of the Mytherian sword, but with some ostentatious changes. A long, flowing set of blonde hair beneath a red head cap, and massive arms uncovered as he is in the midst of flexing for the crowd. As you approach, you hear this. Oh yeah! Do you feel the power of Mytheria? Yeah! And all the people start clapping, and some of them look a little bit weirded out as you see this guy.
Oh my.
Gaze at his power. Gaze upon him.
Man, I love this guy already. Holy fuck. Great job, Waymaker. Great job.
So Fiona's going to try and, like, skirt past the crowd.
Ooh, and know this, that no matter what happens in your life, no matter how dark it gets, it's always darkest for the dawn! Yeah. Ooh. Sir, can you help me? I've injured my leg. Don't worry. The power of her femininity flows into my veins. And he'll lay his hands upon the man's leg and it will be healed. Behold her power, brother.
Oh, so he's, like, actually a church guy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Farryn will continue skirting on the outside of the crowd.
Sir, thank you so much. What is your name? They call me Polk Praiseman. Tell your friends. May the lessons of Mytheria be passed down from each person to person. Praise be to her. Oh, yeah. 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 He waddles off over to the west, flexing. Going where
Never stops flexing.
good little boys and girls need him. And Mytheria's like, alright,
I love him.
keep going, Fiona. You will see this woman pop out from behind her cart. What in the hells was that?
I have honestly no idea. Are all of those who claim to follow Mytheria like that?
I always thought they were pious and calm. That gentleman looks as if he was insane.
I do hope he doesn't stay too long.
In the distance. Oh, yeah.
Fiona will shudder at the oh yeah.
Anyway, can I interest you in some salted fish?
Well, actually, yes. What do you have to offer? Is there anything you recommend in preparation for the festival?
Oh, unfortunately, a lot of my best stock has already been sold. I have some leftover salted trout, but it's left over for a reason.
Do tell. What reason is that?
Oh, the trout is normally the least of the tastiness of the fish, I suppose. It seems to get a lot of the gunk in it, as it were.
Well, do you suppose a good chef might be able to make it palatable?
I suppose, I'm not much of a chef, though. Just a fisherwoman. Fisherman, sorry.
Fishwife.
Well, I mean,
Fish person.
we're using the old actual definition of man, which is person. So,
Fisher person.
yeah. A fishwoman sounds like she's a...
Like a mermaid?
Yeah, she's a fucking mermaid. That's my wife, guys! Sin screams across the continent.
Did you know she's a mermaid?
Did you guys know she's a mermaid? Anyway, she will continue and say, well, they're just not that popular. Some of my best catches I've already sold to the nobility in order to prepare themselves for their feasts. I will say I've also done a few good sales when it comes to clams. A few of them grow up on the shore, and I found quite a big batch. Those sold almost instantly.
Lucky you.
I've always been pretty lucky. It's only every once in a while I've ran into a tainted batch. Had to throw it back.
I, honestly don't know much about fishing. How does something get tainted like that?
Oh, it's the, properties of the Dark Lake. It can taint the fish. You have to be really careful that you don't sell anything tainted. It can make people sick and even make them die, I suppose.
Oh goodness, I had heard of the leeches.
The leeches are bad, as are the ticks. Sometimes the fish can get tainted, but you have to throw them back so they get eaten.
I hate to think what eats a tainted fish.
Oh, it's the lake crabs do. It's actually something to see. For some reason, they don't eat the healthy fish, only the tainted ones.
Well, I am somewhat new in town. Do you mind informing me, one to another, what I should buy in preparation for the festivities in a few days?
She'll give you the look up and down. Well, I think you're covered in the dress department. That's a fine gown. Courtiers like you are probably going to get invited anyway, so I don't see what advice I can really offer.
Ah, well, thank you anyway.
I would say that if you're going to buy anything, I would, she'll look around, leans in conspiratorially.
Fiona will lean in as well.
As she leans in, she'll say, I would buy a marriage bracelet, something cheap, something that you could lose, and keep it in your pocket. Some of the men that go to the festivities get a little handsy. I find that having a bracelet put on your wrist keeps them off of you. You can always take it off if you see someone you like.
That sounds like sage advice. Thank you so much.
Nodders.
In the meantime, I shouldn't go back empty-handed. I would like 1 trout, please.
Oh, yes, of course. Let me see if I can find you one with the least amount of gunk on it.
Thank you.
I missed a salmon, actually. Here you are. 2 silver, please.
Of course. And, I don't suppose you have change for a gold. It was all I was given.
Oh, she'll start picking through her little pouch. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Never mind.
Hold on, I can roll it twice.
Oh.
I'm not checkmarked in it.
There we go.
Okay.
Yay!
Thank you, Jack of all trades.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jack of all trades.
Thanks, Jack. You're a good guy.
You're welcome. I'm a warlock. Anyway, you notice something that, just for a brief moment, you see a piece of gold in her pouch of her money. The gold, you notice, has a strange mark on it. The menting is different. Do you have history trained?
Hold on. I don't think so. It doesn't have a check mark.
Okay. Do you have...
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, you have to just jack of all trades it, I guess.
Okay, I've got insight trained.
That won't help here.
All right, I'll just jack of all trades it then.
Oh!
All right.
Oh my god! Well, with that, you recognize that the coin on top of her other coins as she's looking for change flashes by. It shows an old minting style of gold coins that has not been used since the time of Aldafife being a kingdom. It's too old to have been used recently.
Well, I'm not going to draw any attention to it.
And then she will hand you your change.
All right, is that something like 8 silver? I'm really bad at the conversions.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Fiona will pocket the 8 silver. Do forgive me. I seem to have forgotten
One more thing.
all sense.
One more thing.
Yes. Yes.
That's the only gold she has.
Interesting.
The rest of her money's copper and silver. Continue.
I'm writing a note. Hold on. Okay. I do believe I forgot all of my manners. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Fiona Ironhall.
Good to meet you. People just call me Jean. Miss Jean.
Very pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Jean. I do hope to see you at the festival, if you are going. You've been quite a help here.
Oh, I plan on going. The only time I get to have any fun, really.
Very good, then. Have a lovely day.
She'll nod.
I continue to walk down the street.
As you walk down the street, you can see that this carriage is being lifted up while its wheels are being repaired by Polk Praisman. Observe the helping might of Metheria's light. Let it flow around you like a rising dawn. Yeah. Alright, you keep going.
She's just gonna walk past that.
Yeah.
When it comes to perceiving who's around the docks, is there anyone wearing coat of arms, like tabards, militiamen, or any other sort of outfit that's distinguishable?
There's a couple of Darklake guards, but if you mean from somebody who's not from Darklake, or just anybody in general?
I'm specifically looking for what may be a Blackbark mercenary mark.
Blackbark mercenary. I got you. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. I've got his token somewhere else. Over here. Boop, 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 boop.
But in the meantime, Fiona's just going to be perusing the wares, of other stalls. Not really engaging in conversation, just kind of like looking to see what they have for sale.
Okay, make me a perception check while you're checking stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't really notice anything of note whilst checking all this out. However, you do hear that there is music coming from inside the tavern. It sounds like foreign music. Would you like to investigate further?
Yeah, I do like music.
Even foreign music. Gasp.
Even foreign music?
Good thing I'm not there.
It's the knife ears.
What? Oh, what?
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 Racism.
Oh, racism, Wilbur! Okay. As you enter the tavern, you can see that there's quite a few people in here. They're having a good time. It must have just, lunch has just really started. But you see that there is somebody in the middle of everyone who seems to be performing a strange foreign song. Okay. Second. Load, 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 load. Bam, 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 bam. I love this song, man. Bam, 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 bam. All right, and then you will see this guy in the middle of everyone.
Ah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Rock on.
And then everybody's gathered around and are clapping with him as he continues his strange song. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum 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 bum. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum. And everybody else is dancing and clapping with him in a strange rhythmic circle. Make a perception check.
Okay.
You will notice that this individual, while he is dancing and singing around, you will see has some cracks on his skin. A very strange looking wound. And then finally, he will finish his song. Bum bitty bitty bitty. Oh god, it's a plane flying super low just went over my fucking. Okay. Bum bitty 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 bum. That was a song about appreciating old men. Yay!
Yay.
Huzzah. And Fiona will clap along.
Does anyone else have any requests? Do Metheria's anthem! Yeah, do Metheria's song! Yeah! Oh, I'm sorry, but I could never do that song any justice. Insight check.
Okay.
He is covering disgust upon that request on his face. But he will continue and say, I couldn't possibly. Something else that isn't quite so holy and therefore worthy of my shenanigans. Some guy.
Do you happen to know any elven tunes?
Elven tunes? Let me see. Actually, I do know one. It doesn't have any words, but perhaps I could play it for you.
Yes, do please.
Alright. And he will begin to play.
He's playing, but it hasn't loaded for us.
Right, I can't hear it.
Oh,
You guys can't hear it? Oh no!
No, I
It's
mean,
still- it's still loading
there,
in.
but
that's
it's
what I was
not
like. You
playing.
started doing a jig, and I was like, "Wait, is he doing it?"
Alright, I'm gonna preload it.
Elven Bitches is
Okay,
a beautiful name for a song.
Right? What
Sorry.
a title.
Oh man,
Alright,
that's
and here we go. Do you guys hear that?
Elven bitches.
No, it's
Still
still
loading.
it's still loading.
No!
No,
This
the
is
timing.
tragic.
It's got infinity out of infinity time.
Yeah.
And
Damn
ends
it.
now. Ah,
It would have
Alright.
been so good.
Alright, let me try loading it a different way. And if that doesn't work, I have a premium backup plan.
Okay.
I don't get to play bards much. So I'm loading, and I'm playing.
There it goes.
Okay.
I hear music.
Alright, here we go. Alright, as he plays the song, a strange feeling will come over you, Fiona. The feeling of home. The sound in the trees, the flowing of the wind through the mountains, the heavy mist on the branches in the morning. Your people, their voices raised to song. All that which you left behind, and all the more so tragedy of what caused you to leave.
She will listen to the whole song very attentively. And at the end, will dig in her pocket and hand him one of her silvers. You do play very well.
He will give a deep nod. Thank you so much. He will then switch to Elvish as he takes a seat. How's she cotton? What brings you out here? Never seen you around before.
Oh my.
Do
You even
it.
know the old ton.
Do it. Join me.
You don't want... No, I'm gonna kill Shamber because
Good.
my...
Do it.
Make him suffer.
Oh no! My Irish has a tendency to smoosh in with Scottish, and it's just a royal mess.
Yeah, what is he gonna do?
I don't know, yell at me from chat, which I'm not reading.
Be a frog?
Quick, Chamber, give her permission.
Let me... Hold on.
Alright, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I'm gonna try. I like trying.
Alright, let's
Prepping.
My goodness, you sure do know the old ton very well. It's been so long since I last heard some of my own people's tunes.
Aye, straight that it be so. You know, if you get tired of coping the coven, that the common is so hard.
Quite so.
So tell me, love. I'd seen you around here before. You been in town long?
I know, I'm quite a recent arrival, I am.
Aye. Where from?
Oh, here and there, everywhere. I've had jobs all over the place. I'm quite the wanderer.
I know that struggle, lass. Here I am acting the maggot for all these people, but got to pay me bills, aye?
Oh, ain't that the truth?
So,
No, I was... Oh,
you favour
go
any
ahead.
wine? I could get you something to drink.
I would love a cuppa.
He'll nod and look over his shoulder. Oh, bartender, might we have some wine? Bartender will laugh and then bring it over. And then he'll kind of nestle in. So, as he hands you your drink, starts drinking a little bit of his own. You getting ready for that there festival, then?
Just real quick. Fiona was watching when the bartender poured it and when he picked it up. Nothing was slipped into it, was it?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she'll take a sip. Well, as much as I can. Being so new to the area, I've only heard of the festival. I haven't had the opportunity to participate before.
I can tell you one thing. I've been around here a little bit. Quite a bit of time, actually. I got to tell you, it can be quite a gas. These humans walking around, just making actual fools out of themselves. But it's pretty good for the crake, so.
Are you going to be performing there?
Oh, no, I don't be afraid on the festival. They got too many other better ones than me. I look a bit forward to enjoying it this time around.
Oh, I?
Why?
Got anyone catching your fancy that you're taking out to the parties?
I'd be codding you if I say yes, but ain't no one around here. No one has caught me eye just yet. And I can't see very well with all this hair in it, eh?
More's a pity.
Alright, make me a perception check while you're enjoying a little convo with this guy.
Uh-huh.
You notice that there's someone at the other end of the bar that's watching. You can't quite get a good look at him, but you feel there's eyes on you.
Hmm.
And then he'll look over and he'll say, "Oh! Where are me manners? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your mother would be beating the shite out of me if she knew I wasn't being introducing myself properly. Top of the day, bit of the morning of you. Name's Colin Import, at your service."
Nice to meet you. I'm Fiona Ironhall.
Give a bit of a nod. So, I'll be straightforward with you. If you're looking to have a little crack around here, the best way to do it is to get these humans to pay you when they're nice and drunk. I'm not even really a bard, and they just throw their money at me, they do.
Could have fooled me. You perform awfully well.
I just gave it a lash one day and it worked out for me. But tell me, you haven't been here that long. What do you, make the gold, as it were?
Well, happened to find myself a rather nice position, working down at the estate for, that Lord Ponko, perhaps? You've heard of him?
Oh, I've heard of old Ponko. Apparently he's well liked in these parts.
Truth be to that, I found myself a position as one of his courtiers.
Courtiers, huh? He'll kind of stroke on his chin there. That sounds high up. What's your nobility?
Oh, I wouldn't call myself nobility, no. Just a quick learner.
He'll nod. Well, you're doing right mighty fine good for yourself. That's grand. That's grand. I got to tell
I'm sure you could... Oh,
sorry.
Do. I was just going to say, I'm sure you could make a name for yourself.
I'd just be calling myself if I did that. No. Not for me. Although, if truth had be told, I really do like doing a bit of a jig. Dancing's always been a bit of me life, you know? But, there doesn't seem to be much time for dancing here in these parts. Everyone's quite dour, they are.
Well, if I could do it, you could do it. Bring yourself up by your bootstraps and all that.
Sorry, my tism activated.
Yeah.
Like, you can learn to do it, I can learn to do
Learn
it.
to do it.
I live in a nightmarish landscape of
Nothing
song
to it.
and song and dance. Oh, damn.
You and me both, it's fine.
And it's true. You can learn to do it too. Okay, now it's done.
Okay,
now we
good.
can move
I
on.
got it.
Good, finish it out. Good.
I got it out of me. Okay, good. Okay. And he's like, well, I suppose that's true. Maybe I'll give it a good go. Not acting the maggot around here, but something real and true. Aye. Maybe so. You're alright, Fiona, you know that?
Oh, thank you.
Well,
You're not half bad yourself.
I'll give a nod. I'd best be getting back to it. I've got some gold to make, and that ship just made more. Pleasure to making your acquaintance. And he will give you a deep elvish bow. Take your hand and kiss the back of it.
She will return the respect and kind of sort of curtsy as she leans into the hand kissing. Hoping to be seeing more of you around. Off at the festival, perhaps? Maybe we can catch a drink there together, eh?
Aye, I'll be looking forward to it, like the dawn each and every night. Seeing you then. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum.
When he held my hand, how did his skin feel?
A little cold, possibly a little clammy.
Yeah, and how was that kiss? Dry or like a normal?
No, it was
kind of-
wetted. He'd been drinking though.
Okay.
Super moist.
Ew.
Too much tongue.
Just-
Oh,
Ah, let me get a good taste.
yes. Essie's familiar. She knows.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Keep it together.
Right?
Yes, serious time. Very
But
serious.
I think since I've lingered a little at the tavern, I really ought to go meet Michael for lunch.
Yeah, you're already late.
Oops.
On your way out. Ooh, yeah. Mytheria loves you. Mytheria loves you, little girl. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, my little praiser. Now let me see your muscles. Show them to Mytheria. Okay, sorry.
Oh, Fiona quickens her pace anytime in his vicinity, just
Man.
walking fast.
God, the FOMO is real.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Where are you guys meeting for lunch?
Just in the town square.
Town Square.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Poke.
Man, that was awesome.
That
I
was
love
really
him.
cool.
Hit him with the praiseman.
Mhm.
Man, when I randomly gave Waymaker that fucking request, he was like, on it. He was
It just
so-
came out of left field, and I'm like, heck yeah.
Hey, I need this. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, you guys meet in the
Glorious.
center of town.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Miss Fiona.
Michael, I will point out
Taking
that she
your
is
time
10
at the
minutes
dock.
late.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
Is it?
kill
Take
her.
it you were held up at the docks?
Yes, rather. I found an individual to talk with in a tavern, and we had a moment I haven't been able to share with anyone in quite some time.
I see. Well, I completed my task and delivered Miss Nova's letter. And to be truthful, I did speak with the priest about certain things that we should probably discuss once we are back home. But
If
you
we
can
must.
You can probably assume what it was about, considering what had happened the prior night.
Yes. So, have you already eaten?
I have not. I was waiting for your return.
I see. I have a salmon.
Is it prepared or is it just salmon?
She's just got a piece of fish meat.
She's just holding a giant, like 10-pound fish. She's like,
It's probably wrapped in in something, but
Newspaper.
well, we don't have a printing press, do we?
No.
You're just holding a fucking piece of fish.
Oh, I'm just- Well, I must admit, I'm not particularly well versed in preparing fish, but if you'd rather we get something already made, we can.
I mean, if you'd like, we could take it back to the estate and see if Miss Georgie can whip something up with it, but I'm not much of a cook myself either.
Maybe she'll make it for dinner. I suppose it's not out of our way. we walk fast. So we'll take the necessary time to gather some lunch, drop the fish off with Georgie so that she can prepare it.
Yeah.
And then
I will
Michael, I do
scoff at
believe
the unwrapped fish. Not even in a basket.
Here you go. Fucking what?
I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, anyway.
Make with the cooking.
Shares a knowing glare with the cook.
She dragged this through the docks.
Carried it the whole way here on her shoulder or something.
Oh, the dress is ruined now. Okay, anyway. What do you do?
It's gonna smell like fish all day.
I suppose you wanted to take me on a walk, Michael?
Yes. Did you still want to go inspect the camp, or just wander the town for a while and get to know the locals?
I do rather think, seeing as how I do not know this other physician, we should leave that task to someone else. Let us wander around and get to know the locals, see the preparations for the festivities.
Sounds like a plan. Let us be on our way. Loading Dark Lake.
99%.
Man, that was great.
Yes.
Yeah?
I
Which
loved
part?
it. All of it. I loved all that.
The whole thing.
Hulk was my favorite.
Hulk was amazing.
I'm suffering
great.
from FOMO right now.
It's true.
Hulk Praiseman. He turns them into his little praisers. Oh, it works on so many levels, man.
So good.
I'm in.
Can you feel?
He's doing-
Loaded.
I'm also in.
Can you
He's
feel?
doing the ladies' work.
Can you feel the
He's-
Mytheromania?
Oh god.
I feel it calling in the air tonight.
Feel it.
Hold on.
This Sunday.
I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Sorry. Stop it. Jesus Christ.
You started all
Brandon.
this, Arcadum. I'm
No,
Brandon
I
Reevee
did
or
it.
something.
You did.
Yes, you did.
No, you did.
You came in here,
No, you.
started singing, you got me singing.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if anything happens to you.
Okay.
Rolls
See if
2
someone
ones.
robs us.
Finds Bell. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Opium. Okay. The edge of the market square, just outside of all the mainstays, there are a set of guards that are currently escorting a small group of heavily robed and covered people. You presume to be these are the lepers. They have just recently made purchases in the market and are now making their way back out towards the northern gate. So you uncover that.
Hmm.
You can choose to follow
Yeah.
them, or you can keep on keeping on.
I wonder if that is standard practice for them to have escort guards when they're making their way through the town.
Well, I admit, not being in town very often myself, I haven't noticed. Did it look like the guards were like escorting them roughly, like they had done something that they weren't supposed to, or did it look like it was
No,
more for
it-
protection?
It looked like, well, they were keeping people away from them.
Hmm.
They're lepers, so. Basically, such people normally wouldn't even be allowed in town, which means that something special allowed them to enter.
Hmm.
And for the guards, they're just their heraldry and stuff would just signify that they're just guards of Dark Lake, right?
Yeah.
Bog standard guards.
Not the knights with the old heraldry.
No, they look like they're Dark Lake militia.
Well, that is quite strange, I guess, but if they were to come into town for necessities, I could see requiring a guard at pace would probably be the safer course of action than to let them mingle with others without any kind of cautioning.
I suppose I've spent too much time working with nobility. I rather assumed that they would have hired a liaison. Someone to do the shopping on their behalf.
That would assume they have the means to afford that. I haven't seen the state of the camp, but I'd assume if the lepers are being segregated off into the northern forest, into their own encampments, they're probably not doing the best with maintaining coin, especially if they're not allowed to intermingle with the rest of the populace.
I suppose finding a job as a leper would be quite difficult.
Find the leopards. Sorry.
I'm looking for my leopard. Where can he be?
No.
I know he must be somewhere looking for me.
No.
I don't know that, so thankfully I'm free.
Okay.
Can't catch me this time.
Shall we continue to the square then?
Of course. Let's.
Very well. We continue. We let them go for now.
We do.
I want you to know something, Essy.
Yeah.
I've pretty much committed to myself never naming another character Barnaby.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to take it, would you?
No, because they would have to go, hey, Barnaby, out there!
Full of shine and full of sparkle.
Barnaby!
Well,
me.
I was honestly impressed, having watched Sagas and Solus, that you got through naming a character Cornelius.
Right.
Well, thankfully he was already well ingrained and he was able to combat my tism.
Good.
Because he's so much of a smartass. Alright, let's do this. Do you guys return back?
No, not yet. We're
No?
still
Okay.
walking a little further into town.
Okay. Are you looking for anything specific or just walking around?
I'm trying to find someone pleasant to talk to perhaps ask how we can prepare.
There for the festival.
Yes.
Oh. Well, you go to the market square, you walk up to somebody who's literally selling lanterns and party supplies. Hey there, welcome to me cart, how can I help you? Name's Pippity Pat Pat Pow.
That's
You can just call me Pow.
very good then.
He's
What's that?
he looks like a halfling, by the way.
Oh.
Makes sense?
Of course.
That was perfect. Thank you.
And then Fiona looks down to who's actually talking.
Oh, he's standing on a barrel. Look
Oh,
over.
good. Well, she hadn't noticed the barrel.
Well, how can I help you?
Yes, we're just looking for some supplies for the upcoming festival.
Supplies, huh? Got all kinds of supplies. Got paper lanterns. I've got these streamers, whiz bangs, whatchamadoodles, and something that the elves called yoke. I don't even know what it is.
Like an egg yolk?
No, it's just they just point at things and say yoke.
Michael looks to the elf that's with him.
Farryn just
Quizzically.
Slow blinks at this halfling.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, we're actually wondering what supplies we would need. You see, we're both quite new to the town, and the festivities in the coming weeks will be our first time here, and we'd just like to figure out what we are supposed to do to help integrate with the celebration, so to speak.
Well, if you want to integrate or you want to stand out?
First, perhaps you could explain, is it to be celebrated individually on a personal level? Is it meant to be celebrated publicly? Are we supposed to, how are we supposed to use these decorations?
Well,
Tie them to our persons? Tie them to our houses? What?
well, you see, what you're supposed to do is have a good time. I suppose, technically speaking, it's supposed to be a festival about reflection and looking into the past and preparing for the future and using wisdom, but honestly, I think whatever it's turned into is just an excuse to get really, really hammered and walk around and eat food. So, starts personal, ends up public, turns into a mistake, and then turns into a situation where people don't talk about what they did with that man. My personal favorite. See, where I'm from, parties can last weeks. In fact, the party lasts a week.
Truly.
Like your birthday party?
No! No. The Festival of the Seven. It's where I'm from.
Ah.
That does make sense, as there are 7 days in a week.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, you want some streamers? I didn't think so.
Lanterns.
A lot of people don't like streamers. Looks at camera.
Oh! Oh!
I was actually thinking of picking up a couple lanterns.
All right, that'll be 6 silver apiece.
Let's see. Do some quick maths. Let's say, he'll buy one for the whole group, all 6 of us. 36 silver. So he'll just give 4 gold.
He'll give you back your change.
So I'll get 4 silver back. Thank you, sir.
So, remind me, please, what were the things for sale? Lanterns, streamers, yoke, which I think is drugs, right?
No, a yoke is just something that you don't know the name of.
Oh, okay.
It was purely a joke for Chambra.
Okay.
It's
Got
Irish
it.
slang. It's Elven slang for something you don't know the name of.
Okay, and what was the other thing for sale? Noisemakers or something?
Yeah, he's got noisemakers, toys, minor fireworks, crackers, things like that.
Ooh. Perhaps some of the fireworks?
Oh, yeah. Call these streamers. Careful, they're opinionated.
So, the difference between these streamers and the other streamers is... what?
What's more political? I'm sorry.
Oh, ho, ho.
This one you set on fire, this one you hang up.
Ah. Grand. I suppose getting a little of each. I know you said no to the streamers, but surely it wouldn't hurt to hang them from the doorways.
You can hang them wherever you want. Nobody really cares.
Truly. It's not seen as oh, I don't know, vandalism of some sort?
Vandalism? No, everyone's gonna be doing it. Well, except the Mytharians. They kind of get all stuck up about it because it's not on a Wednesday. Imagine having your holy day in the middle of the week where everyone's working.
Quite inconvenient. So, if everyone is going to be doing it, how exactly do the lanterns and the streamers and the fireworks and noisemakers and such, how do they help you remember the past and reflect on wisdom and such, as you mentioned?
Well, the lantern is the light of knowledge, which banishes ignorance, which is darkness, right? So you use the lantern to illuminate what you've done and to illuminate the future. The streamers represent the connectivity between us all. Each different piece of the streamer, a different color, a different person, but all a part of the greater whole. The noisemakers are so that the kids have something to do and make slightly less noise than they would actually make constantly asking me stupid fucking questions. And finally, the alcohol is so that everybody actually enjoys themselves. Because looking back and thinking about everything that happened to you can be traumatic and terrible.
Oh my.
And, so, are the fireworks included in the noisemakers for the children?
No, the fireworks are for the adults. There's no way to celebrate the land in which you live better than by blowing up a small part of it. Da 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 da.
Very good then. I suppose if you're getting the lanterns, Michael, I'll get some streamers and fireworks for us.
Very well. Would you like me to carry everything for you, or?
If you insist.
All right. He packs up everything, bags it.
How much for 2 of the medium-sized fireworks and a package of streamers?
All that 2 gold.
All right.
But what about the Giga firework? That one that comes in the big box, and it's like the big one you have to get for 4th of July?
You mean the
Oh.
panther?
It has all the warnings on it?
You mean the dragon?
The dragon.
Yes.
The big one.
Quick, Barry, get the big one.
He doesn't have
How
any
much
of
for
those.
that? Oh.
He's not allowed to sell them.
Oh, no,
He's
we gotta go south of the border.
You're in one of those states.
No. Yeah, I'm in one of those states.
I live in
gotta go
that
south.
state. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
so do I. I gotta go south of the border to get my fireworks. God damn it.
Too real. Give him the merchant wink and he'll let you into the back room.
I'm not a merchant. Well, is that all, Miss Fiona, or would you like to pick up more amenities while we're still in town?
Give me just a moment. I'm looking up something. I had something I wanted to ask and I've forgotten.
Oh, but y'all forgot how to haggle in Dark Lake. You're supposed to pee on his inventory.
Quick!
Yeah, piano stuff
Quick.
to make it cheaper.
Quick, check your note card.
Yeah,
Have you heard any rumors lately?
No, I'm actually looking up a
Fine
a
weather we're
word.
having.
Fine weather we're having. Speaking of
They
weather, guys, I have a little bit of news. I just got a heat advisory for Tulsa.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be up to 94. It's saying.
Right.
I don't have any air conditioning. It's still broken. So
That's crazy.
I might blue screen. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
My computer cannot keep itself cool.
You gotta get one of those.
Don't worry, I'm almost gone. I almost don't have to deal with this shit anymore.
You
Fold
gotta get
yourself a little
box
paper
or
fan.
something.
I have a box fan. It is blowing on us right now. It's
Just
not
fold a little
enough.
paper fan,
I'm gonna
and then,
die.
and then fan it by hand.
Now get one of those styrofoam coolers, cut an opening in it, and put your fan on it, and then put some dry ice in it.
Yeah.
I don't have any dry ice.
No.
Impossible. Everyone
Oh.
has dry ice just sitting about.
But no, Farryn would ask Pal or Pow or whatever his annoying name was.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. First of all,
I just,
He is a halfling.
is it a
Actually,
W
he's not.
or an
I
L
said,
at the
I
end?
said he looks like
He
a
looks
ha-
like a halfling.
and he's
He looks
not from here,
written
which
as
means
fu-
he's a.
No.
There you go. Pippa
Sure.
pow
Or
pow pow.
an halfling.
because she doesn't know foreigners.
Pippa pow 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 pow. But you can call him Pow.
Is it Pal or Pow? Like
Pow,
with
as
L
in
or
bam!
W? Oh,
Pow, as
okay.
in POW, as in prisoner of war.
There's a war.
All right. So she'll look at Mr. Pow and she'll be like, "Do you happen to just sell decorations for the festivities, or are you in charge of the whole shebang, as it were?"
Oh no, I'm not in charge of it. I'm too foreign for that. But I am going to be leading a little party of my own far to the east.
Oh,
Yep. Look, you guys seem like you might be squares, but he'll then reach into his pocket and look around conspiratorially, and he'll pass you a note. If you ever want to go on a real trip and see some real colors, you let me know.
Thank you. I was just curious who was organizing the event. If it was a joint effort, or if
Oh, the nobles do. They have a little council called the Council of Crack or something.
Or something.
Very good then. Thank you so much for your help. You've been very informative. At least now I know how to use said streamers, and I'll have to make sure to get some alcohol later. She muses to herself.
Yes, we can pick up some wine on the way back.
Good idea, Michael.
Careful
Have a nice day.
Careful when you use those streamers. You don't want to get cancelled as you walk away.
What an odd fellow, but nice, I suppose.
Yes.
I had too much fun with that. I'm sorry.
I wonder what kind of halfling he was.
Definitely a halfling.
Does it matter?
God, you really hate halflings.
I do!
Is there an issue with halflings?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Michael?
Is there an issue with halflings?
Yes.
Would you not wish to elaborate further?
I'd rather not. Especially not in public. It's rather a private matter.
Very well. I won't press any further.
I suppose at some point I really should share with you, but just not in the middle of town.
Very well. Do you still want to pick up that wine before we head back to the estate? Or do you want to wait until closer to the
Oh my god,
day
I'm
of the
dying.
event?
I think we should wait, at least a little bit.
Very well.
I don't know what everyone's preferences are, and, well, presuming when it comes to alcohol could lead to some less enjoyment, you know?
I haven't partaken of it myself, but back where I'm from, wine was very common for these types of gatherings. But I can see your point. We should see what the others would be interested in. I know there are harder liquors that some might enjoy, and I'm not sure what the tolerance of the rest are.
Precisely.
And now we head back.
Mm-hmm. We head back. What you chuckling at?
Arcadum is melting. He's making melting sounds.
Dude, I'm dying, bro.
53 more minutes. You can do it.
You know, you don't need dry ice. You can use regular ice if you have it.
I don't have that either.
Well, just go buy a bag at Walmart.
Yeah, let me just go do that right now.
Not right now.
I'm good.
Get
you
a-
guys make it back. After
Get a
spending
cold rag.
your day on the town.
Yeah, your cold rat.
Get a cold rat. God, I love rats.
Put it on your neck.
Rag. R-A-G. R-A-G.
Rats. We are the rats.
Rats coming at you with another birthday bash.
Alright, so you guys are pretty much gone all day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get everybody inside. You can talk about what you found.
Okay.
Whew! I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Nova. Your letter was delivered promptly, and will be taken care of.
Alright, and you didn't read it, did you?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
I would not want to impose on your privacy.
Lope and Gideon.
He says, knowing full well who looked at her note.
Lope and Gideon, your shift is over. You can head back.
Well, thank you so much, Mythos. You're delightful and dependable.
You're welcome, Miss Notha.
Okay. Well, not much happened on my end, so I guess we're just waiting on brothers to get in here. Someday.
Brother.
Okay, I'm gonna go put my face in the fan while you guys talk.
Yeah.
So, if you need me, I'll be under my desk.
Do the thing
Okay.
where you're talking to the fan and it goes, whoa.
Come on.
Luke, I am your father.
Luke!
Off, you can lock the door.
Ah!
Alright, well, everyone, sit.
Wait, real quick. Did Ginny bring us fish dinner?
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
It probably tastes terrible, but, such as it is. Did the best we could with it.
Why would it taste terrible?
Got dragged through town. Not even
Hardly.
packaged properly.
I didn't drag it behind me in the dirt.
Might as
carried
well
it.
have. That fish is disgusting. Did you pull it out of the lake yourself?
No, but it was under some trout. And I did hear that the trout was rather, gloppy.
Alright. Anything of note for today?
Nothing here.
We have acquired some amenities for the festival.
Oh, good! Yay! The festival! That's what we came here for!
In fact, it is. But,
It's like... scowling.
no, I had quite a productive day, although how it all fits in, I still haven't entirely figured out. I have learned that if a fish is tainted, it can kill one or make one sick. Only the lake crabs eat tainted fish, never healthy fish. Go figure. For us ladies, the way to avoid unwanted attention at the festival would be to have a marriage bracelet. And I got all of this information from a Miss Jean down at the docks, who, when I paid her for the salmon, I noticed that she had one singular gold coin of old mint in her bag. At least since Alderfife was a kingdom. Far too old to be in circulation today.
Did you ask her how she got it?
No.
Frowns.
You would have been so improper to look into someone's wallet and be like, "Ah, that's an interesting coin."
Maybe.
Frowns.
She's too short for that.
After visiting with Miss Jean, who at least we have a name for, I went to a tavern and had a delightful conversation with a very interesting gentleman. Claims he is not a bard, but plays music very well. Also Elvish. We spoke at length for a bit in my native tongue. A welcome relief, but I noticed that he had quite disgust from the Mytharian anthem when it was requested as a song, and also his skin had an odd pallor. It was rather broken and cracked on his shoulder. Quite an interesting fellow. He kissed my hand goodbye, as is tradition, and his touch was clammy.
How is that important?
Hates Mytharians, cracked skin, cold to touch, maybe risen.
Out in the
Perhaps.
open? They wouldn't be that brazen.
Who would
Or would
stop
they?
them?
Maybe I'm all wrong about this whole thing.
I mean,
Have
there's
we?
not a big church presence here, so they could be brazen as much as they want.
Very true. Have we noticed anyone else with cracked skin such as that?
I have not.
The
Not to recollection.
Well, did we actually see the guard when we got here, or was that just a description of what Ponko said? Because one of the knights, lifted his visor and introduced us, into the town, and he had crest skin. This is out of character. I'm not sure if we actually saw that.
Yeah, that's an Arcadum question, because it was hard to tell.
Yes.
We did?
No,
Okay.
We actually saw that? Okay.
Okay, so yes, the knights with the old heraldry, they definitely have similar features as to that.
Hmm.
Do I sound like I'm on radio?
Yeah.
A little, yeah. You sound like
Kinda hot.
Cornelius.
Please continue.
So, do you think you can speak with him again and perhaps discern if he is of any importance to our mission, and then we can set up if we need to borrow him for some questions?
I very much do think I would be able to see him again. We seemed to take rather a shine to each other. But
Funny, he's a corpse.
that's not what I meant. Think of it more of elven kind meeting elven kind. We're so distant from our homeland, you must understand. Then again, your kind is everywhere.
But you said that, for all intents and purposes, this man looked normal aside from cracks in the skin and a cold touch.
As far as I could tell, his hair covered most of his face.
Does this mean there might be more of them disguised within the populace? I was under the assumption that the Risen would seem more naturally undead, but if you were only able to notice through these small blemishes and cracks that might be what he is, then doesn't that mean there's a possibility that there's many more of them hiding, for lack of a better term, in plain sight, just with the others?
There could
Yes,
be,
it does.
but at least we know now what we're looking for.
Quite.
It's a good thing to keep an eye out for.
So, on that note, Georgiana, when you go into town and find your practitioner, Clemens, I believe, if you do visit the lepers, will you perhaps keep a sharp eye on the condition of their skin?
Why? Oh, is that what you thought? I suppose that is practical.
What was I supposed to think?
No, that makes sense. If I go to see the lepers, I might want some more muscle in case it goes poorly. Who would you suggest? I don't want to go that one alone.
Looks between Taro and Micha'el.
I'll go.
Alternatively, Thorne might be an option. She's a little more subtle, at the very least, but if Gideon wants to go, then...
More subtle, yes, but her lack of sight does prove somewhat of a damper, considering we are trying to observe skin, and touching a leper is less than ideal.
Mm-hmm.
I say Gideon is the best choice, since he has suggested himself.
I can always go. Me being a greenskin, disease does not. I'm more resistant against disease.
Well, Genevieve, who would you rather have?
And if you get so happen to have leprosy on you, I can heal you from it.
That would not be the best course of action. Not out and about.
I'm sure I could survive a short amount of time with whatever they have on the way home. He brings up a good point. He has abilities that would be useful, but at the same time, they could be just as useful when I returned. Would they not?
And he's also a heretic and easily susceptible to influence, so I wouldn't trust him. Who knows, he might join the Risen for all we know.
Oh my lord, brother.
As I laid in bed last night, it occurs to me that I might have been a little hot-tempered last night myself. Mr. Micha'el has not shown himself to not be engaged in this mission. It seems to be in his interest, so I'm willing to trust him that far. It would not be my first choice to let him use his magic on me.
Good, considering if anyone uses magic anywhere, you become an instant beacon for those hunting us.
Agreed. So if I caught anything dangerous, then I'd have to live with it for the next, week. Because that's probably how long we have.
Precisely.
I can heal you and no magic will be shown. At least for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
still, not
don't
out
feel
and about.
comfortable making this choice, Captain. I will leave it to you.
I understand
Farryn.
why my brother does not trust me. But if we're going to put our hands a bit near the lepers, I am the best choice of that. I am the most resistant to any disease.
It's true.
And
Or
in
you
the
could
worst
send
case
both of
scenario,
them.
if I need to heal somebody, I'm the only one who could cover it up.
Also, I might add this into the pot, though it might be in slightly poor taste. Were we to be captured, or if he were to be captured, he would be the only one of us that could truthfully say that he is not a Mytharian.
Very well then.
He has an
Farryn.
alibi, such as it is.
Next time, you may go with Georgiana. But for now, I think it should be Lope who goes. For the first excursion.
Field salute.
But finally, while we were buying party supplies, we found out just a bit more about the festival. It is some sort of party to remember knowledge and ignorance and wisdom and reflecting on the past and all that sort of thing. Supposedly, the Noble Council organizes it, but I haven't heard anything from Lord Ponko about him taking a part. We'll check back with him later. But we also got a note. A personal note. And she'll take it out of her pocket and finally read what the note says from Pal. The one
Draw
to a
sword.
real party. Right?
Clench his fists. Well then.
Arcadum? What does the note say?
Hold on!
I know!
Oh, it's so hot, I can't move.
If you
Well,
want
just-
to see
just
some real
shout at me.
colors, come to the east.
Yeah, he did mention, he whispered to us, if we wanted to see a real party, more colors, come to the east.
He invited you guys to a drug den.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a party. It starts at the eve of the solstice.
We've been invited to a drug den.
Yeah.
Captain, you can't be serious.
So
hold on.
I mean-
He does mention in the note that he has premium black silver. That's an important keyword.
Wait,
okay, let me see.
do we know what black silver is?
I think it has been mentioned before in this campaign, but I don't remember.
Yeah, the pregnant lady that came in,
Yeah.
who lost, who was losing feeling in her legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was being affected by black silver.
That's the one.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
the tie-in. Look at all those threads to pull.
So-
Woo!
So the solstice, is that what day is that? In our 9 days remaining, is that like the last day, like the day of the festival, or is that like a few days before? Like the week before?
That's the day of the festival.
Ooh. Well, that's
Yeah.
rather leaving things.
But it's late night, so it's like you do other stuff and then do that. If you want.
That's rather leaving things to the last minute, though. Because as I remember, when we were being briefed, something was supposed to happen the day of the festival.
The day of or the night of?
Either one. We need to find out.
Within those 24 hours, Taro.
That would be one reason to go to the leper camp. In the case that they are the reason, we can maybe scout what they'd be looking for. what they were preparing for themselves besides the party. That's why we're here.
Fiona can also go find her elven bard friend and follow him. Maybe he goes back to a group of them.
Perhaps. I think tomorrow, if you can get away, both of you, go to the Leper Cap, go see your physician friend, and scout it out. When you make a report tomorrow evening, I will plan what to do next.
Tomorrow evening's report might be a little later than usual. I have a date.
And
For the mission. For the
Wait,
mission.
it actually worked out?
Yes.
He said yes.
He was receptive.
He said
And,
yes very
My
quickly.
goodness.
what
You've
time?
grown.
I believe you mentioned you got off at sundown, but were you really thinking of heading out right then and there?
Well, yes.
No
Which-
time to freshen up? Prepare yourself? You're not very good at this, are you?
You gotta get Gussie!
I've been busy. Okay, look, I will come back here and if No, I'm new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm an old maid, okay? It's fine. I was just gonna wear this, you know?
Oh yes, charming.
Do you need help with your makeup? I've gotten pretty good at it.
Mhm.
No, don't take this the wrong way,
I
Taro,
could help
but
as well.
that's a little intense. Halflings
Good.
are simpler. We keep it less obtrusive.
Are you saying you don't like my mascara?
I think your mascara is
It's scary.
fine on you. I think I scare men most of the time already as it is.
As long as you remember to take off your apron.
Wow. Oh. Yes, I thought that would be obvious. I'll find something. I'll find something to wear. It's at an inn. It's a open stage night thing. It's casual.
Very
Farryn,
well.
For all that I mess with her, she is quite competent. I didn't mean to undermine. It's just easy to mess with her on this topic.
Understood. Very well. I expect a full report of how the open stage night went, as well as what you find out in town then.
Essy over here forcing me to make more art for my character. Gosh.
No, I'm not forcing you to do anything of the sort.
Now you got to draw
And
her
that
in a nice
includes
dress.
Emo Ginny would be awesome.
Yes.
Cute Ginny, yes, good. Okay,
You have
well,
to tell us how many times you kissed him and everything, but yes, for the most part, keep an eye out on the patrons and see if you can see anything.
that is the
actually
real
useful.
goal. Yes.
Okay, so just to make sure that I got everything, we have a fish saleswoman who has a old coin that maybe from the Barrow King. I don't know.
From
Yes.
at
Old
least the
coin.
time of the Alderfife Kingdom. Yes.
Which is when he was in
he is
charge.
called the Barrow King,
Yes.
and he is very old. So
Correct.
I'm assuming it's somebody tied to the Barrow King. And then your elven bard friend, who we believe is arisen.
Yes.
And then for some reason, the lepers were allowed to walk through the city.
Escorted, but yes.
It's an escort.
I mean, even escorted, that seems a little dangerous.
Georgiana, when you saw, you I believe you mentioned seeing lepers. One of your first times in town.
Yes.
Were they being escorted?
I don't believe they were described as being escorted that time, but were they, Arcadum? Just for clarity?
They were not, which is also suspect.
Okay. No, they weren't. Super suspect.
Well, then I suppose.
Should we ask Penko why these were allowed to be in and escorted?
Perhaps someone mentioned it, and now they're being guarded.
I will try to find a diplomatic way to bring that up, yes.
Good. Anything else?
Not for the group, no. I wanted to talk to Mythos privately and also Micha'el privately.
Very well.
And I guess before we break, if you think it'd be wise if we really do think that it's a bunch of Risen for Ginny, Micha'el, and I to go as a set of 3, but I can understand if you want me here to keep
Stay-
an eye out on the estate and
I would be happy to
deal
have
with
her.
problems if needed.
But you can't see Nova.
Thank you. I hadn't realized.
I've seen her fight in training. She could take you.
Yeah, but she said keep an eye on things. She can't do that. She's blind.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're getting down to close to the last week, but we don't want to present too unified a front before we're ready to actually make a move. If you call someone out, or you show yourselves to be connected before you're ready to strike, it kind of defeats the purpose of the element of surprise.
I am not
accept
gonna
your
lie, I'm
wisdom.
getting a little impatient.
Me
Going
too.
a little bit too slow for my taste.
Well then, how about when you go to open stage night, you keep a sharp eye, talk to the other patrons, find something out of your own.
Side glances at Mythos.
I will do my best. Georgie wrote me some note cards that I'm trying to memorize. Though a few of them don't make sense. But I'll figure it out.
No. Thank you, and sorry, I didn't mean it. We're all working on this together. Back, Pat.
Sorry, working on what?
The mission. I'm just trying to be useful.
But what are you sorry for?
I was a little sharp with you. You're
When?
good. I love you, Gideon. Never change.
Out of character. I really don't know.
like 2 minutes ago.
When the in character strikes the out of character, and it matches so well.
I did not hear you say anything back in. I'm sorry. I was too dumb
Excellent.
for that.
She gave you the full Toph treatment for being blind.
Oh.
It was great.
Still oblivious, but okay.
That silence was great. Hey, who's next?
I guess I'll leave. I need a smoke break anyway.
So, which of you would like...
Oh, he's just gonna sit down as she talks.
Which of you would like to go first?
Did Mr. Micha'el have something to speak on?
Not at the moment, no. You
No,
said you
no.
wanted to speak with me, but
I did. When you came to your decision, how many holy texts of your false god did you have available to you to research and study?
none.
I see. How many fellow worshippers do you know of?
Well, he's dead now, but only one.
I see. And all you really have to go on is your visions. Did this, father of yours, did he actually speak to you, or was it only through his messenger when he came that one night?
No, he actually spoke to me.
Did he now?
Yes.
And as Thorne has pointed out, how can you be certain that what you imagined in your mind to hear was truthful?
Because what I had in my dream appeared in my pocket the next morning. And he will pull out the quill. I was shown this quill as I am the author of my destiny in my dream. I did not own this before, and when I woke up it was in my pocket. As a sign what had happened happened.
And yet, how can you be sure it is not a parlor trick?
What?
That someone gave you this vision, someone not a god, just an individual, told you, ah yes, I'm speaking to you as this father, and then, sleight of hand, placed a quill in your pocket, so that, upon waking, you would imagine it to have actually happened. It's not that hard to pick a pocket.
So you're saying someone magically snuck into my room, instilled insane hardcore delusions into my mind, then at the same time instilled this delusion, snuck this quill that was only in my vision into my pocket and snuck out and disappeared. Do you know of a person who could do this?
Not entirely, no. But I just want you to consider. When I joined the church, I had the opportunity to read many, many books on the subject. Historical documents, texts, holy works. I had the opportunity to talk to many, many people who followed her. I had the opportunity to compare to my previous upbringing, and I could weigh the choices.
Let me ask you something. I have seen and spoken to my God. Have you seen and spoken to Matheria? How do you not know what the same person did to me did not do to others? And over time, that is just what you know. But initially, she doesn't exist. But this was a person made up by somebody, and the faith was built around it.
Farryn just kind of glares at you. It is true. Some of that is up for debate, which is why our land is in the current state of upheaval. But, in comparison, from what I know of the past, my upbringing, and from what I have learned, Matheria does things that are better overall, for the good of many. I know you're doubting that currently. I know you have your own opinions on that right now. But I want you to consider. I just want you to make sure you are well-read, researched enough. You're not just jumping in blindly and hoping to swim. It's just food for thought, Micha'el.
No, I'm taking it for that. And where I stand, I was raised my entire life as a Matherian. Killed many demons in her name, cut down others in her name. Some of which you weren't there to see. My party members saw what I did in her name. I burned down villages and cut down other people and apostates in her name. I lived that life. I walked that talk. But I was given freedom I was not given, and I was given answers I was not given. I was be able to speak with Raven. You praise who you praise, and I understand it because I used to walk in your shoes. I have just found a different path. I found this is better for me. I would not speak illy of the Mytharian worshippers, for I was in your shoes, but it's not for me anymore. I was given freedom. I was given peace.
There is a difference. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mythos.
And what freedom were you denied before? You speak
Answers.
of the atrocities you did to people in Mytharia's name, as if it was some kind of shackle, binding you and holding you back. But those decisions were your own. Mytharia is not a vengeful goddess. She is one that seeks to do right. And although sometimes a heavy hand must be used, it is not always the best course of action. Not everything you did had to be done. That was not Mytharia's will that you chose to enact. That was your own. And you shouldn't be blaming her for your own falsities.
But when the
Yes.
Inquisitors speak on Mytharia's name and tell me and my group to go into a village and kill everyone and burn it down,
They said to kill and capture. And we captured some and we killed others.
we
The
killed
necromantic
almost
wizard-
everybody, Mythos. Come on. And those who we captured were killed.
And what would their fate have been if you hadn't killed them?
I can't speak for the future. I don't know.
Who was in
Even
the
then-
village? I'm sorry. Do you mind? In your own words, Micha'el, who was in the village?
A Mytharian woman and druids.
Yes. And? What do you know of the druids?
All I know is that the church was told us they were casting magic in the forest and they needed to be stopped.
And
To
do
be
you
fair,
know-
at the time, all I wanted to do was kill people in the name of her name.
Exactly.
And so that's
you
what I
wanted
drove
to.
for. Yes, and I was given the avenue too. All of us were. And it's not like that hasn't happened before.
But do you know why they must be stopped?
Because they were believed to be apostates.
There is no belief. It is the truth. A druid is an apostate. If their magic does not align with Mytharia's own, then it is a danger. But do you know why?
I'm aware that those who needlessly cast down magic can cause massive periods of strife. I know that if left magic untapped, there will be those who do evil with it. I am
Good.
aware of that.
Good.
But I think that Mytharia wants to rule with a totalitarian, well, with the right, maybe that's not the right word. I almost see the church almost like the sheriff in the town we went to, who was oppressive to its people and only did his bidding. The people who live in the Pale City live a good life. Those outside it, not that much. And they're always at war because they believe what is right and refuse to come to a compromise. They believe to enslaving people to collars and shackles, and they do not believe the same ways they do. Now, I understand that people need to follow rules, and those who live in mass and those who do needlessly, if anything, magic or anything, that they should be imprisoned for what they are dangerous to, Kovans in general. But to subscribe to the idea that everybody who casts magic who isn't a Mytharian, to chain them for life and put them in collars, is a bit egregious. I think everything should be done in moderation. There's just no middle point.
The collars are the moderation.
Really? If you do it...
There are plenty of people within the church itself that bind themselves to these collars, and they are still able to cast whatever magics they have to aid others. It is a contingency. It is a stopgap. It stops them from doing something that would run rampant.
But I was with the church. I didn't wear a collar.
Because your magics at the time were blessed by her holy light.
And there's the point right there.
And there were others that were not, that did wear those collars. But they were not
And-
stopped from being able to practice their magics if it was in the betterment for the church, to help the
Precisely.
people of Corvanus.
But there is my point of contention. Only for when it's with the church. The betterment of Corvanus is the back end of that statement. If it did not benefit the church, they would be collared.
It would be
Micha'el.
collared regardless. But it is not an end-all to be collared. You can still live freely. You can still help others. Even those like you who, when your magics were hallowed by her light before you betrayed it, would rampantly go away and throw your spells and magics all over the place.
Then
Even
tell
though
me about
people
then,
like you should have been restrained.
Then Mythos, tell me about Moop. Tell me
What
about
about
his
him?
village. He did nothing but heal us for the church. He was against his ideals. He healed me, he healed all of us so we may live because we would have died in the forest. He even told the church where we were. You know what his reward? We killed him.
There is no we in this, Micha'el. There is you.
Farryn
That is
shot
what it
him in the
all
neck.
comes down to.
No. Farryn shot him in the neck, and he was going to die, and I finished him. And I answered for that. I did. But that was his reward. And then you know what else? Matherius went to the village and killed everyone. He was doing nothing. He had his village in the middle of the woods, and his people lived in peace. He healed us when he did not have to. And his reward for that was the church going, fantastic, kill everyone.
Farryn claps her hands. Just twice. That is enough. I have 3 points for you, and then you may go.
Hold,
Presumably
please.
to bed. No.
Hold, please. Can one of you guys roll me a D20 plus 6 times?
Yes. Just a second. Here I go. 22, 10, 16, 15.
Okay. Suddenly noticed just how loud Micha'el's being.
Which is why I clapped twice.
Continue.
Micha'el. That's enough. Please, do try to moderate yourself. We are in our own space, but these walls are not impenetrable to sound. But I have 3 things for you to think on tonight, and then you may go to bed. The discussion will be over after I mention these 3 things. Think on them, and we can continue this discussion in the future, but not tonight. First, when it comes to those who have unsanctioned magics in the world, who are not Netherians, many times it is given them a choice to join the church, or a choice to die. It is not forced upon them. It is a choice given freely. I myself made that choice. Number 2. When it comes to leaving unsanctioned magics about willy-nilly in the world, the chance that they will forget themselves, the chance that they will push beyond their means without even attempting or meaning to, and would cause destruction, is ever present. Think of yourself not as a sheriff. That is not the right way to view the church. Think of her light more as a doctor. If you know that someone's hand has been injured or someone's foot, and it is starting to rot, and the rot will spread through the entire body, and eventually kill the person, would the doctor feel guilty to cut off the person's hand or to cut off the foot and stop the rot from spreading? Or would the doctor feel more guilty to allow the rot to continue and to allow the person to die, and potentially to allow the infection to spread to other people and other individuals? And number 3, I want you to consider, perhaps, impulse. It was not my impulse to kill Moop. It was an order. You had your orders to kill or capture the villagers. But depending on your impulses, perhaps you chose poorly. And for that, understandably, you may feel guilty. And, understandably, it may cause doubt. But still, if you think about it, and deeply consider what you are doing, you may be able to come to terms for the greater good as a whole. I feel that as these discussions continue, I may in fact share my heritage with the group as a whole. It may be a learning moment for all of us, and a good teaching opportunity. Please, and she'll hold her hand out to the door. Have a good night, and do carefully consider these things. Pray if you must, but think on them hard.
Second. Check your DMs real quick.
Yeah, I see. Sure. I don't know what that entails. What do you want me to do? You want me to roll religion? What do I do?
Arcadum, with voice of guidance, how does that work?
Okay, so that's how this works. But, sorry, I'm crawling.
You're crawling.
You'll get there.
He's almost
You'll get there.
Was it voice of reason you said, or guidance?
Guidance. The social check on the religion is the correct one, since we're having this argument.
You just have advantage.
Okay. Do we roll religion is the question.
No. So, religion's like a knowledge check. Social check would be like persuasion, intimidation, stuff like that. But those don't work on characters unless they allow them to.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ball is in your court on that one, Essy.
I'm going underneath. Yeah, back to the cool, refreshing air.
I mean, I'll let you try and convince her, but
Okay.
even if you succeed on the roll, she might not officially accept
That's fine.
it. You know?
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I will persuade you alternatively for Mytheria.
Okay.
But I warn you, I have advantage as well because Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. Roll persuasion.
Ready, set, go.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 20. What'd you get? Ooh, a 16.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Rolls an 8. Ah,
He rolled
worse.
An 11.
Unfortunate.
So-
Unfortunate.
Farryn just looks up at you and, ushers you to the door. She's not budging tonight.
He will nod, and he will walk out.
Good job,
Thank you for
guys.
standing with me, Mythos. Oh, yes, thank you.
Sorry, you guys did a good job. It's so hot I can't fucking breathe.
Don't die.
He's experiencing his Oh my god! I didn't. It's dark outside. I didn't see Tara.
Just walked right over him.
I walked around. It's in the dark. So I just couldn't see.
Amazing.
Blah.
dark
just
like my
bumps
soul.
into, pushes over the blind lady. You know,
Hello.
he turned away
As
from
Micha'el
Mytheria and now
walks
he's
through the
bullying the
room.
crippled.
As Micha'el walks through the room, Thorne and Ginny are hugging. There's candles everywhere. There's incense.
He will. This is not the first time he's seen Thorne get weird with one of his teammates. He will ignore it and keep going.
Nice
Thank you for
operation.
Yes, we're.
standing with me, Mythos.
I am here to pray, Tero.
I can only hope that he can see the error of his ways and find his way back to the light.
Do you want to go first, Merciless? RP wise? Or do we want to
Nah,
let
go
girls
ahead.
have
Go
a
ahead.
turn?
No. It's a short prayer, so don't worry about it. Go do your stuff first.
Okie dokie. Girls, how do you feel? Well, one of you is Waymaker, but
We're good.
okay.
Us girls over here.
Okay.
I mean, we're just doing incense and candles and hugging. You know,
Yep,
normal girl
remembering
stuff.
people.
Yeah, normal stuff.
I asked her.
No
I
pillow
asked her to.
fights. So,
I asked her to maybe tell me what Telru told her, and she didn't. So
Oh. Mhm.
I'm continuing to be patient, as I should be, and I apologize for my moment of weakness.
Mm-hmm. And now
Yeah,
we're
then I'm
taking
off
it
to bed.
out. Oh man.
On that,
Actually,
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go spy on Micha'el as I saw him leave. Where did he go? Yeah, you guys go ahead. I gotta find him. I don't even know
He's
where
right
he is.
there.
Aha!
And Gideon's right there.
Good, perfect. I'm gonna hide in this tree.
What was it you wanted to bring to my attention?
Yes. When I took the letter from Miss Thorne to the Inquisitor, the thought occurred to me that it would be best to inform him of what had happened with Micha'el. I spoke forthright and I spoke truly, and I gave him as much information about the circumstances I could. I even tried to, in some light, lightly plead that Micha'el might be salvageable, mentioning that while he may have made those statements, when questioned about his faith to the light, he wasn't able to immediately say he had rejected it, just that he was unsure if it was the light or the church he was abandoning, but that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to speak with you because, in some respects, I don't know if I overstepped my bounds, but I felt it was the proper thing to do to tell the Inquisitor and let him know what might be happening here.
I suppose, since you felt it so necessary. But you didn't think it could wait until I made my next report with Cast?
It could have, possibly, but I was already there by taking the note from Miss Thorne. But
Very well. And?
that's not the heart of the issue. You see, while I did give the information to the Inquisitor, he, much like you, said that as long as Micha'el doesn't prove to be a hindrance to the mission, as long as it is within your purview, then we shall carry on and he shall be allowed to assist us. What happens after will be whatever happens after. But he did give me quite the warning. And after Micha'el's outburst just now, I can see why his warning was warranted. The Inquisitor had told me that should, even upon the completion of our mission, should Micha'el become a problem, the problem will no longer just fall onto Micha'el. For these kinds of malasias, they burrow themselves and run deep. If Micha'el continues to follow this dark path, if he does start to become disruptive, the faith of all of those in this party will be tested. And for those that are not up to par to the Inquisitor's standards, we will be removed.
Did he mention tested how?
He did not say.
Did he mention... Go on.
He said that he knows it is hard to deal with having to work around someone you care for turning away from the light, and how that could be an arduous task. But either way, he said that should things go awry, all of our faiths will be tested, and he will make sure that we, in his own way, are still true to the light, and those who are not will be dealt with.
Did he mention tested when?
He did not say. if all goes well, if the mission is able to carry on without much harm, Micha'el will be put to whatever test at the end of it there is, but if complications should arise, it would be my assumption that that is when he would be the most diligent and thorough with his insightfulness. I am not one to turn away from her light, but the words that Micha'el tries to preach to the others, if they start to waver even for a moment, if the Inquisitor can suspect even a minor pittance of that weakness, then it's not just Micha'el who will suffer at the end of this.
It is for that reason that I forbade him from preaching to anyone, except for talking to me, and I suppose, by proxy, you. It is good to have you as a second in this matter. I believe your faith is just as devout as mine, and you're not as prone to hot-headedness as Genevieve is. But, no, the others, I do worry for their doubts as well. And if we are put to some sort of test, I would worry that it wouldn't be Micha'el's dark god who would be the problem. I believe it would be everyone else's doubts that they already have, that I'm here trying to clean up. I hope Cast sees reason. It does seem that this has made it rather more difficult.
I'm sorry.
It is not your fault, entirely. It is out of devotion to her light, and that is a worthy attribute. Thank you for informing me.
You're welcome. I didn't want this to go unspoken, which is why I needed to let you know as soon as we had the time.
Yes. Well, I suppose I'll get ready for my watch.
Very well. And I will prepare for mine.
Whew. Okay.
Outside of the building, we'll walk off and sit down and lean up against the building and stare at the stars and hold out his hands in the formation as he would pray. Farryn, my lord, you are with me. I will not be afraid of what mere mortals can do to me. In you I trust. I am not afraid of what man can do. But I hope that, again, I pray for guidance. And you are my light and part of my salvation. You are the stronghold of my life. For whom shall I be afraid? Farryn, I'm worried not of my teammates. I'm worried not that I will live up to what you see I can live up to. With the task I've been put at hand and my teammates, I'm worried I would not live very long. But I don't know. I'm only coming to you because I can't go to anybody else. He will close his eyes. Amen. And thank you for giving me forgiveness. And he will stand. And he will walk back inside. Have a good night, Taro.
Rest
Oh
well.
man, your talkie didn't change the whole time, even though I overrode it. Sorry about that.
Oh no.
Essy. You were tiny melee the whole time?
Oh, no,
I
I'm
thought
only
that was
tiny
only when she
melee
was
when I
muted.
mute.
Oh!
It reconfigured itself.
her-
It
that's
was
her
on
mute
Farryn
format.
for a while, but whenever I mute, it
Man,
goes
I
back to
don't
me.
get why
when-
this shit works like that. I don't give a
Uh,
fuck.
Right? It's fine. No worries. All
All
good.
right, so everybody goes back inside. Yes.
Back inside.
Hold on. Let me do this. Look at how fucking look at that.
So
Hey.
Oh, out of cigarette. Time to go to bed, little
It's a
MCR.
fast one.
Man. They never last long enough.
Oh my
It's
god.
like the whole thing.
Mine does that.
I hope tomorrow is more. You ever feel, Thorne, like taking a sick day for the mission?
The sick day I spent was on a drinking binge, thinking about how my best friend betrayed me. I think I could rather do with more productive time.
Productivity is how you keep from being sad. Yes. Keep busy.
And I
Well,
hope that
roll
you
over.
and that you two have a good time, productive tomorrow.
Productive, yes, for the mission.
That's right. For the mission.
We can
For the
talk
mission.
again some other time,
For the mission.
but rest.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call it there because I'm dying.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Don't die.
I can't. It somehow got hotter, even though the sun's going down. It's crazy.
You don't want to run a 6 hour session with us being
Yeah, it's that moon
NPCs?
heat.
It's the angle of the sunshine baking through the windows. Once the sun sets, it'll get cooler.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here though because I'm getting out of this fucking apartment and I'm going to a place with air conditioner.
Wise.
Good.
Industrially powered air conditioner. That's what I'm gonna get.
Just go
Go
to
to
the
a
food
place that
line
has a
and
walk-in
stand in the
freezer
doorway
and
where
just
they have
stand in
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I do that at my job all the time because the AC goes out with all the people, and it's like 89 degrees, and I'm wearing like 65 pounds of gear. I'll go in the back kitchen, open the freezer, and stand in there.
Oh yeah, you go to Harris Teeter and you go to like the section where the walk-in beer freezer. You got to go in it. And you just shut yourself in there and just be like, I just got to figure out what beer I want. It's been
They'll
30
never
years.
find me. All right, good game, guys. Good sesh. Lots of good role play. I'm looking forward to the next session because that's when some stuff's gonna go down.
Oh no.
Also, I hope you guys like Polk Praiseman.
I love Polk.
Yes.
Dude, he was great.
He's a hoot.
I hope we can put him in our ally.
I
slot.
hope he comes to the Pale City so we can talk to him when we're not undercover.
Right?
You can flex out your eyes and make them strong.
Ooh.
True, I do it all the time.
I can't
hope
wait to
he's
see
there
you guys
to
go
fight
to the
though.
fucking go to the drug den. That's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, good stuff, guys. Good session. Do we have any fan art?
Yes.
There's at least one.
Always.
Luke? You saw what he just posted?
Yep.
Why was he wrong, though?
Luke always has some interesting takes.
Yeah,
Say what they want. People still watch us. They want to know what we're up to.
I think we have to go all the way back to Gideon's Dream Girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
couple
you gotta
weeks.
scroll all the way up.
I'm there. I found it.
Okay.
Alright, first up we have is Gideon's Dream Girl.
Yeah. Sure.
that's my fit.
A massive
Wow. I didn't know he fancied me that much.
that might, it's the mustache. You got rid of it, so now you're just a dirty
Ginny
heretic.
and Mortimer under the tree. Kissing. Hey, look,
Oh,
it's
no.
me.
He's great.
Very cute. You got pockets now.
Arcadum. Arcadum looking for his maps.
Crow cacao.
Caca. He's not wearing pants because it's hot.
That's him, officer. Who, me?
I see him off.
Pulled praise in the
Good
background.
ruckus.
18
Yes.
hours deep. The place is full of risen.
yes.
Might have risen hidden amongst all the risen. Farryn learns more secrets to keep secret. The Veyron follower gets outed as a Veyron follower. The Holy Inquisitors of the Thirain Inquisition are really good at mopping floors. Gideon betrays his brother and gets mad that his brother betrays him. The party has no idea if the bell is in town, in the possession of the risen, what it looks like, who knows about it, how to grab it, and if they can do it with 6 people.
Oh no!
How did I betray him?
Hey guys, I wrote some lines so we can learn how to disguise ourselves as NPCs.
Ah, perfect.
Good.
Bro,
Very
this
good.
was...
Amazing. Very good.
Wow.
Incognito.
Incompetence.
Okay, good stuff, guys.
Amazing.
Good games.
Very good.
I had a great
Bye,
time.
everyone.
Bye-bye,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks for all the follows, all the subs, all the good stuff. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the hot tub stream. It's still going to happen. I just have to find a good day to do it.
It just has to stop being hot.
Yep. And
I
don't
mean, you
forget,
could
if
always
have
just leave
Amazon
bathtub.
Prime. You get one free Prime sub that you can get on the stream.
There will probably be a community night.
Once the apartment cools off.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 100. It's not going to be until tonight after the sun's gone down for a while. Because it's fucking hot in here, and I can't deal with that. And I'll see you guys
Yeah.
then.
Yes,
Bye,
run it
y'all.
late.